And a good evening to you from Southwestern Adventist on an 88-degree sunny night here in Keene, Texas. It's soccer time here on YouTube as Southwestern Adventist. The Lady Knights coming in at 0-1, taking on Cedar Valley. The Suns are coming in at 1-3. Hi, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. We had a really long, over an hour delay there from where we thought we were going to be at the beginning of the day. But anyways, all that aside, it's time once again to kick things off. Let's meet the starters for Tristan Olvera and your Lady Knights. In the net today, it's Hannah Kesters. She is a senior from Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Also starting today for Southwestern Adventist is number 2, Rosanna Estrada. Number 5 is Chelsea Monroy. Number 7, Chelsea Navarez. Number 10 is Taina Miller Rivera. Number 18 is Kimberly Marquez. Number 25 is Maritza Lozano. Number 28 is Kayla Puga, and number 29 is Anaya Estrada. Number 30, Susie Alejandra Roman, and number 37, Vasti Sanchez. So that is the starting lineup for the Knights, who are looking for their first win of the year here in their second game. They lost to Dallas College Eastfield 5-0. That was back on Wednesday. Outshot in that one 28-5. Eastfield had 21 shots on goal in that game, took 28 shots overall in the game. Start of 3 straight at home, so if you were with us during the last game, you were under the impression that the Lady Knights were going road tripping. They had a couple of road games postponed over the weekend, so this is the second game of the season. And as I mentioned, the start of a 3-game homestand for the Lady Knights. They'll be at home again on Monday against Manhattan Christian. That's the first region game of the season. That'll be at 5 p.m. And then Wednesday of next week, they'll take on Bacone, and that one will be at 2 p.m. So, shorthanded a little bit without a couple players. Lexi Key still not in front of the net, so Hannah Kester's stepping in. Boy, she played, 5 goals in the first game. I thought Hannah did a really nice job in front of the net, though. It could have been a lot worse than that. It looks like Southwestern Adventist will possess first here as you see Chelsea Monroy on the ball. So we're just about set to go here from Keene, Texas. Again, thanks for waiting with us, folks, and should be good to go. I'm good to go here at the home studio in Greenville, South Carolina. Glad to be with you all for our second broadcast here for Southwestern Adventist. Appreciate you all tuning in here tonight, and hopefully a better result. Cedar Valley, the Suns, they're coming off a 3-0 defeat against Ranger College. That was on Saturday, so they've been off for a couple of days. Last year, the Lady Knights won against this junior college program, and they won decisively 6-1. Chelsea Monroy had a hat trick in that game, also had 2 assists, as you see Rivera on the ball here for Southwestern Adventist, as they look to get something going on the attack. So shutout in the first match of the season. Now white for Cedar Valley. Cedar Valley did not win a game last year. They were 0-12-1, so picking up their first win in a while. Chelsea Monroy has it deflected, and coming out of the box is Lawson McConnell, a 3.75 goals against average for McConnell. Stopped 75% of the shots she has faced in the first 4 games. She's played them all and had 46 saves. Chelsea Monroy again on the ball, facing a host of defenders, sent over to the far side for Sanchez. Sanchez battling with the defender Dixon. And finally coming up is Zamu Ito, who takes it away for Cedar Valley. So Cedar Valley will try to get their attack going for the first time here today, and that ball a little bit long, so Estrada gets on it. First time we're seeing Rosanna Estrada here tonight, and the team and athletic program, I'm told, has high hopes for her play as a center back. Looks like might be more of a right back here tonight, though, for the Lady Knights. White, through ball, offside flag is down, and that ball got a little bit away. It's Puente who was trying to make something happen, and there's Kesters again sending it forward. So a couple minutes into this one, and so far not much happening on either side of the goal. Little early possession over on that far side, on the right side of your screen by the Lady Knights. And here we see the Suns turn it over. I mentioned the Lady Knights won this series, the lone meeting last year, 6-1, with the Chelsea Monroy hat trick and 8 points overall for Chelsea in that game. Teams played twice in 2018. The Suns won that one decisively 9-0 at home, and then at Southwestern it was a little closer, but the Suns still won that 4-0. Back in 2017, Suns won it 6-0, and in 2016, the Suns won 7-0 at home, and then there was a 2-2 draw back in 2016 at Southwestern Adventist. Over on that far side, it's sent in on a cross by Roman and knocked away, so we're going to have our first corner kick now, and it belongs to Cedar Valley. So another NJCAA Region 5 member, also a Division 3 member. Going out there is Ruby Carrillo, who will take this corner, yet to have an assist on the season. Just one shot so far for her in this, her 5th game now, but she's going to take this corner. Coming up is White, and she goes short to White. No cross, though, for White. She's surveying to see what she's got. Now goes back to Carrillo, who sends it in, and it's short of the post, out of play. It'll be a goal kick now for Southwestern Adventist. Take it back now by Cedar Valley. On the ball, Puente again. Puente being held off. Nice defense there by the ladies, and a foul's going to be called there. Good call by the official. A little trip up. It was, again, Estrada for Southwestern Adventist. We told you we might be calling her name quite frequently, and so far we have been. 5 minutes in. Cedar Valley again on the attack. Mohair sends it forward. Mohair again, this time Navarez. Chelsea Monroy. Mohair comes up, and it's going to be off Monroy. Nice job there by Michaela Mohair. She's got a goal and an assist on the season so far, but playing nice defense here in the early going of this one for Cedar Valley. Macias over on the far side deflects it off of, I think it might have been Puga over on that far side, or Estrada. Anyways, it's a throw for the Sun. Carrillo. Ball into the box. Estrada was there first for Southwestern Adventist. Now it comes to Kesters. Lozano. Extra touch on it for Lozano, sent in, and now again it's Estrada. Monroy trying to run it down in a chase with Morales. Chelsea Monroy wins the battle. Ooh, nice move by Chelsea. Couldn't quite get to the ball, though, as she looked for the shot attempt. And the first effort goes awry there for Monroy. On the counterattack now, Zamuito. Here's White playing it back to the right back for Cedar Valley. Roman again will get a throw here. Suns trying to go quickly. Carrillo. Did she deflect it? Well, it looks like the clock isn't working there, so I thought we were in the 5th minute, and the clock's actually not moving. Or is it? It might have moved there. So apologies, folks. Not going to be able to give you the time as well as I would like. So corner kick again, taken short. Puga with a nice play from the left back spot. Fired in, and again, they keep missing kind of short on that near side post on those corner kick attempts and crossing attempts so far. So Estrada will take the goal kick, the defender for the Lady Knights. Roughly 8 minutes into this one. Cedar Valley starting to get more of the possession. Puente into the box for White. Knocked away by Estrada. Mohair now. Mohair 1 goal on the year. Looking for another off the crossbar. Still danger, though, and a little touch there by Puente. No trouble for Kesters. So a dangerous moment there for Southwestern Adventist, but the shot by Mohair off the crossbar. We saw one of those for Eastfield in the first meeting. Chelsea Monroy, again, taking on all comers. Macias, the defender, able to get it away, but it'll be a throw here for the Knights. Minute 9 thereabouts. Cleared away again, so we'll do it again. First region game coming up on Monday, as I mentioned, Manhattan Christian. October 4th will be the next one. That'll be Randall. Estrada on the ball. White with some nice defense. Now they try to get it back to her on the 1-2, but it's too far forward and out of play. So Estrada, another throw-in. There's Mohair again. Puga had it. Marquez now. And that's going to be a throw for the Suns. Just one returner from last year's winless team for Cedar Valley. Arenales, who we might see at some point, is the lone sophomore. The rest are freshmen. Puente right at Kesters, who makes a nice play on it. Brianna Puente, 2 goals and an assist, leading point getter so far for Cedar Valley in this young season, their 4th game. Macias for the Suns. Possession trading about a bit here on that far side of center circle. Now Mohair on it again. Dixon for Cedar Valley. Flick forward by Carrillo. White gains control. About 11 minutes in now, still 0-0. Clear by Puga there over on the far side of your screen. So another throw up coming for the Suns. It's been played on the far side for the most part here tonight. Defense doing a nice job here in the early going. Cedar Valley definitely not as quick as that Eastfield front. That's got to be no offside. Ball into the box. No trouble for Kesters off the foot of Carrillo for Cedar Valley. So Hannah's been under the gun a little bit, but like I said, not quite as much. We don't see the same speed. This is a little bit of a slower team, but also a more tactical team so far here in the early going, Cedar Valley, and compared to Eastfield, which was it was 1-2 and through balls all night long for Eastfield. Mohair Roman plays it back. I believe that's Macias over on the far side. A little bit trouble, of course, on that far side, seeing the numbers. White sends it. Again, I believe Roman over on that far side of your screen into the box and right to Hannah. You can see the wind is blowing. You might be able to hear it just faintly on the broadcast as well. It's kind of blowing in at us. And it seems to be a pretty decent wind, too. Ball's going to go out of play. Giving chase was Navarez. But it's a throw again for Cedar Valley, who are winning a lot of them here in the early going. Mohair loses it. Nice job by Rivera trying to get the counterattack going, though. Mohair, again, that physicality that we're seeing for Cedar Valley. So, like I said, almost opposite of the first game that we saw. Rivera coming from behind is White. Little touch on the far side. Roman into the box. And that's off the mark and out of play. We are about 14 minutes in, I'd say, at this point, and still 0-0. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. And just a reminder, we have a lot going on next week. We have a lot going on this week, too. We have another soccer game for the ladies, a doubleheader, as a matter of fact, coming up on Thursday. So a couple days from now, we have our first men's game. Ladies first at 6, and then the guys at 8 against Paul Quinn. And then on Friday, volleyball, and then we're back with you on Monday for more soccer. As I mentioned, region play kicks off coming up on Monday. Take it back again. Sent forward. Nobody there, though. Lozano. Quick throw goes to White. Roman into the box. Header by Zamudita. And that's going to go out of play. Zamudio. My apologies. Let me correct that. So, a throw now for the Lady Knights. Monroy. Boy, Monroy is really fast. We didn't get a good look at her speed in that first game, but Chelsea is putting on the Jets here today. Couldn't quite get to that one as McConnell was there first, but Rivera tried to get it, sent forward, and again, possession trading about a bit. So we'll have another throw here for Southwestern Adventist. Navarez will toss it in. Lozano, near side of center circle. Here is Rivera back to her. Lozano's pass cleared away. Estrada trying to run it down in a battle with Puente for Cedar Valley, and Estrada able to get some space there. And Sanchez, I think, was trying to go 1-2 with her there in the quick toss. Kesters again gets on the ball. 16th minute, roughly. Boy, yeah, that wind is really howling in at us. We can hear it. I can hear it at least. I don't know if you can or not, but interesting to see. We haven't seen any really high kicks yet as Mohair goes from deep. But that is a big flag over there, and that wind is whipping it with no trouble. Are y'all getting the cold front? We got a cold front. I don't want to brag to the folks in Texas, but it was in the 70s here today. Oh, man, it was awesome. Mohair. Nice ball, but just a little too far forward looking for Puente there. I'm going up to the mountains in North Carolina. I got a day off tomorrow. It's going to be... I can wear pants to go hiking. I haven't been able to wear pants in. Remember pants, Texas? You get to wear them in around February. Over on that far side, White again. Ball into the box. Getting there first is Marquez, who's played well defensively from that center back spot, but White. And kind of an awkward hit there for Puente. No trouble there for Kesters, but boy, how about Calissa White? She's gotten a goal and an assist here in the early part of the season for Cedar Valley, and she's kind of all over the place, isn't she? Carrillo now. Over on that far side, I believe that's number 10. If it is, it's Roman. If it's not, I'm wrong, which wouldn't be the first time in my career. It's hard to see that number. They're looking in for Puente. They keep trying to get those through balls to her. The offside flag was up, but Kesters makes a play on it anyways. Roman kind of took an awkward hit at it, and Zamudio able to make a play. So still on the attack here, Cedar Valley. They've been knocking on the door. Nice ball to Puente. Puente, offside flag is up again, though. See if we got that. If we can check on that real quick here. I think we're going to get a sub, so that'll give us a chance here. Oh, yeah. Way off. See, it's always closer to me in real time. Then you slow it down. Let's run it back again, just so I can focus my eyes again. See, right there. Yeah, way off. And that looks so much closer. Now we have an injury timeout. That's, again, a shorter roster for the Knights here, so not what you want to see. So we're going to take a quick break here. We're in about a minute 20 or so. We're going to take time, and we'll come back and check on the injury. Don't want to speculate, and I couldn't quite see who the injured party was. But hopefully nothing too serious. I'm kind of looking around for, Maria Condejas has come in. I can't quite tell off the top of my head here who went out, but hopefully, again, nothing too serious. It didn't look, just from, my vantage point, which is maybe not the best indicator, but didn't look like anything too bad, but you always hope that, of course. Rivera's played well from the midfield spot here so far tonight for Southwestern Adventist. Trying to get it forward. They're looking for Monroy, the only player up right now for the Lady Knights. Again, about 20 minutes in, those of you just joining us, still 0-0. Cedar Valley's been on the ball for most of the game so far, aside from early on. Chelsea Monroy, a couple nice moves here. Really trying to make something happen. That's deflected and kept in bounds by Dixon. Monroy will cross it into the box, and I think Monroy might have made a goof there that she kind of turned, was looking maybe for a foul call, and while that happened, had she stayed on Dixon, applied more pressure there, she might have had more of an opportunity on that second chance. But as it is, it's a goal kick right now for Cedar Valley, and Suns picking up a win earlier this year against Trinity Valley. Actually started the season. Again, a nice ball. Mohair looking again. Puente. Puente flicks it. It was deflected, I believe, by Hannah. So we're going to have a corner kick, but a nice play on the ball there. Now White jogging out there. So White booms it, and Kesters gets on it, make a play. Beautiful boot all the way to the near side of center circle by Kesters. Carrillo sends it back. That's a number 18, so that's Lacey Birdsong. I knew I had it wrong. There's that little voice says that doesn't. I don't know if that's a 10 or an 8. It was an 8. So Lacey Birdsong, my apologies. Her third start of the season, so she's on the ball now, and the defense able to get it away from her. Credit Sanchez. Here's Rivera again, sending it forward, looking for Monroy. Cedar Valley, that back line holding strong, but trouble there for White. It'll be a throw for the Lady Knights. About 23 minutes in, give or take. This opening half. Birdsong trying to run it down Puente. Do we have another flag up? I believe we do. So Puente got to try to stay on side a little better because they're doing a decent job getting the ball to her. That's the third time that the flag has gone up, though. Again, Birdsong. Puga on the far side. White. Again, she just finds the ball. Another through ball, this time Mohair. Mohair, the net is open, and Mohair fires it in for a goal. Michaela Mohair, her second of the season, and Cedar Valley takes a 1-0 lead here midway through this second half. Well, you can't really blame Kesters there, who tried to make a play on the ball. But let's run it back again and try to see exactly how that transpired. Yeah, I mean, just a sliding challenge at it, didn't come up with the ball, and that's all she wrote. Easy for Mohair, who puts in her second of the season. So 1-0 for Cedar Valley. Looking to avenge last year's loss against the Knights. Chelsea Monroy. Dixon sends it ahead. Zamudia. Coming up is Rivera. Roman. Pass off the mark. Carrillo comes up with it. Sends it forward. Cleared back. Got a handball there. Accidental for Zamudio. Sorry about that, folks. We were the software froze up on me there, so we were stuck on the instant replay. Apologize for that, but back to live action off the handball. Again, there was a handball called, so we have a free kick here. Estrada's going to take it. And coming up to make the play is Lawson McConnell. Mohair. Puente now. Ooh, another nice ball. Is White onside. The flag is down. White puts it in the back of the net. 2-0, just like that, in a matter of minutes. Calissa White scores her second of the season. And this is happening awful quick now. Let's run it back now for Cedar Valley. See that? That was a pretty ball. And White. You know, you get that open and you get that far behind. All right, it didn't freeze on me. I wanted to make sure this time. But if you're able to get that far behind, it's almost like a penalty without all the pressure of a penalty. You know, the net just becomes that much wider when you have that kind of room. This will be a throw here on the near side. So Knights trying to respond now. Again, we're about 27-minute mark here in this first half. So Navarez is going to throw it in. And again, in games like this, you're playing a JUCO. You kind of know how this is going to go. But you want to give yourself a chance. You want to work yourself back in it. It's these set opportunities. And that one goes nowhere. So it'll be a throw now for Dixon. Mohair. Another good ball. Flag is down again. Hannah Kesters, though, coming out and clearing it away. White will head it forward, but getting there is Estrada. Boy, White is just a bucket of energy. Maybe doesn't have the speed, Calissa White, that some of the players, again, like we saw for Eastfield in that first game, but boy, she finds the ball, finds her opportunities, and now another one. Gets right around the defense. Kesters blocks it. Trouble Puente. And this is getting out of hand. Puente puts it in. Her third goal of the season. Just like that, it is 3-0 in a blink of an eye. All of this has come in the last about 3 minutes or so. A couple of things have changed here. As you see the nice block by Kesters. But it's been more patient. Maybe a gripe, maybe a small gripe for Cedar Valley in the early going. Maybe they were trying to force it. And again, we had talked about they weren't staying on side very well. That has changed now, and you can see the results. Though they're going to give White a break, and let's thank them for that, getting her out of the game. She's been all over the ball. A couple of subs. It's Litzy Posada wearing number 19. I believe Esther Martinez has come on too. Have to check on that. No, there's a 20. I don't have a 28 on my roster. Can't help you, Suns fans. Estrada trying to clear it. So 3-0, the Suns really taking control of this one. The Knights, without going into detail, Lexi Key is expected back. We don't know exactly when, but fingers crossed. We have a couple days before the next game. I can't say with any assurance if that'll happen then, but hopefully by next week or so. Again, not going into details, but it's one of those bureaucratic things. And sometimes you know how bureaucracy works. It works sometimes slowly. So, Lexi Key, it'll be nice to have her back because then you've got Hannah Kester's a great defender, so you can plug her in at the defense, and you don't have to ask her to be in front of the net. And just an extra body right now is what's most important for the Knights. Tristan Olvera in his first season, it's tough when you're a coach and you get a late start. This is basketball, but same rules apply. My first college working with was Cleveland State in Ohio, and Dennis Gates, if you're a basketball person, you know what he was able to do with that program. But anyways, Dennis Gates, he came into that program in July, and the team won 6 games because he had to basically just pillage the junior colleges to get players. You can't recruit in July for a season that starts in November. And it's, kind of the same thing that Tristan Olvera is dealing with, except he doesn't have really the junior college route. It's easy for D1s to go say, well, let's see who's in the transfer portal. Let's see who's at the junior college level. It's almost impossible at this point. You've just kind of got to roll with what you've got and, start building again. So it's a really tough situation for a coach to be in. And sometimes it happens. You get a late start for various reasons, and there's not much you could do about it. About the 32nd minute. Again, I'm guesstimating a little bit, and you can start to see maybe the Knights are getting a little tired here as the action is really picked up. That was a long run for Puente, who really does a nice job on the ball. I mean, great control. That's a 40. I don't have a 49 on my roster. Suns, you got to get your roster updated. This is Posada, I can tell you that. They try to get it back to her. It's going to be deflected. Kester's, got to try to make a play. Now she's out of the box, tried to clear, and Posada will send it out. So, lucky break there, although that was fairly far out. The wind has died down a little bit. So that's a good sign. I believe we have a few more subs. So we're going to take just a quick break here, and we'll come back late here in this first half. Actually, we're going to go ahead and keep it here. I think the subs have come on a little faster. I spoke too soon about the wind, by the way. As you can see, the flag is picked up again. That is 15, Andrea Ornalis. And again, she is the lone returner on this team, making her 4th appearance and now the 5th game for Cedar Valley. So lone returner for this program. Got a foul called here on the Suns, another free kick. And again, it's pretty far out. You're looking near side of center circle for this free kick, but real opportunity here again, trying to make something off of these set pieces if you're the Lady Knights, to work yourselves back in it. Get some momentum if nothing else. So Estrada sends it forward. Estrada gets on it again, battling with Mohair, who has also been a pest today for Cedar Valley. That's going to be a throw for the Suns. Morales will take it. Nifty move there by Puente, but better defense. Nicely done by Roman for the Lady Knights. Susie not fooled by the moves. Estrada. Long run here, getting around the defense. Ball set up, comes right to Kesters, though, off the foot of Ornalis. Offside flag is up here on Monroy. Did we get that? I'd like to take a look at that. I wasn't paying attention to that side. Always looking at the ball. So they're about to take a free kick here. Let's see. I don't think. No, that couldn't have been offside. It had to have been something else. We didn't quite have the camera angle, so it's possible, but doesn't really matter what I think, though, does it? Posada now for Cedar Valley, looking for Puente, and we got another flag up, I believe. Keeping a real close eye on that. Condeas. Another throw up coming here for the Lady Knights. About 37 minutes in. Again, I'm guesstimating a little bit here. Navarez will throw it in. Oh, we got a little glitch. So they're using mobile hotspot to stream at the field, folks, and sometimes this might happen. It's often the case with soccer. You don't typically have the internet at the field, so I'm going to take a quick break here and communicate with the guys at the field that we're buffering and try to get this back going. Okay, folks, got it back rolling. I've done some adjusting on my end to hopefully mitigate so that that doesn't happen again. But looks like we're good to go. So on your screens, if you're watching on a bigger screen than, say, like a tablet or a small laptop, if you're watching, say, you got it plugged in on the Roku at the house, the quality may vary here for the rest of the way. And that's by design to hopefully not have any buffering issues like we had there. What I think is happening, well, you don't care about this nerdy internet stuff, do you? No, you don't, they all said in unison. So late first half, 3-0 in favor of Cedar Valley. Goals from Calissa White, Brianna Puente, and Michaela Mohair started the scoring. It was about the 20th minute, and all three goals happened about a minute apart. Long run by Puente. Ooh, what a shot by Puente, and that goes in. Unreal. Her ball control is something else. She's got 4 goals on the season now in 5 games, 2 here tonight. And it's 4-0 for Cedar Valley. Let's take another look and just rockets that passive defender nonetheless. Unbelievable. If she wants to play at a 4-year, we kind of talked about JUCOs, especially at the D3. It might be the case where they're looking to get an associate's degree and move on, but For the most part, junior college athletes are looking to try to find a four-year school to play at. And that's going to be a foul called. And Puente earns her team a free kick, but I know if I had a four-year program, I'd be looking at this kid, Brianna Puente. 4 goals on the season now, 1 assist, 9 points. She's got 2 goals here today. And as you see, the updated score now, 4-0. Mohair. That was not a bad effort there by Mohair. Hester's had to really use her length. Get outstretched. Got a player down now for Cedar Valley. We are late in the first half. We will step aside here and check on this injury in just a moment. That's me, Chris Shima. Glad to be back with you. Not much to report there, just a player shaken up. Nice run here by Chelsea Monroy going against the defense. Monroy trying to make a turn. Nothing happening, though. That was cleared. Will it be a corner or will it be a throw? We didn't get a good look at it. I think it's going to be a corner kick here. Nope. Throw in. That flag is up for offside. They went back to Monroy too quickly. Monroy not happy. It's been a tough first half for the Knights. First 20 minutes or so went okay. In fact, they came out like gangbusters. Were on the ball, on the attack. Looking a little smoother than the first game against Eastfield, where it was just all Eastfield for 90 straight minutes. And then after about the 20th minute, well, you can see after about the 10th minute, Cedar Valley really started to go on the attack. They were committing too many offsides. But about a 3-minute span, we saw 3 goals. And then just here in the last couple of minutes, Brianna Puente put in her second. Turnover here. Monroy going to take a shot. A little too high and out of play. It'll be a goal kick for Lawson McConnell. No clean sheets yet on the season for her. Actually, one of the defenders will take this corner kick. Condejas gave it a look, but now she comes from behind. Nicely played there. And then you have 2 offensive players almost colliding with each other. That can't happen. Mohair tried to send it forward. Cleared out. Rivera sent it back. They were looking forward for Monroy. Throw to come. I'd say about minute 43. I could be off. Again, just estimating the time with the scoreboard out at the field. Ball sent in, cleared away again. That's going into the box. And no trouble there for Anna Kesters. Chelsea Monroy looking to throw this one in pretty quick. Rivera back to Monroy. Monroy, nice run. But again, met by that defense. And that's going to go for a goal kick. You can kind of see Monroy a little frustrated. And that's not the body language you want. So another goal kick taken by the defender, Cedar Valley, late in the first half, leading at 4-0. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you here on a windy night in Texas. I'm not there. It's a windy night in Greenville where I am. Trouble there on the bad clear. Puente able to get on it. Will she cross? Actually fired it, but tough angle there for short of the post. Estrada will take the kick. Again, not much time remaining here in this opening half. We had one injury timeout, a couple of timeouts for substitutions. Clock does stop when a goal is scored. Ornalis was looking in, and that's going to be cleared away over on the far side. Puga. So a throw here for Cedar Valley. This time they look in for Ornalis. Battle on the far side, and nicely done by Estrada to win the free kick. Anahi Estrada making a nice defensive play. Free kick to come here for Southwestern Adventist. Puente in the box. Fires a little dribbler. Ooh, did Kesters touch that? If she did, it's a corner kick, and it looks like she might have. I never fault the keeper for that because it's instincts and it's, making absolutely sure. Looks like Mohair going to take the corner this time. Oh, now she's going to give way. Oh, they're looking for the ball. That would be helpful. Good weather today. Good weather expected on Thursday as well. Our first soccer doubleheader. The ladies at 6 and the men at 8. Paul Quinn College on Thursday, a USCAA school, much like Southwestern Adventist, a triple affiliated Southwestern Adventist. They're in the NCCAA, the USCAA, and the ACCA. Header there by Morales. Rivera looking ahead, and that will do it for the first 45. All Cedar Valley. After 45 minutes, they lead it 4-0. We'll take a break for halftime. We'll come back in about 15 minutes, bring you all the second half action. Lady Night Soccer here on YouTube. Don't go too far. We'll be back. Maybe if I unmute my mic, they can hear me. There we go. Welcome back to the second half, everybody. 4-0 for the Suns. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. So, Suns getting possession here in the second half after scoring 4 goals in the first half. It was Michaela Mohair scoring first. It was about the 20th minute, 21st minute. Calissa White then also scored, and then a third goal by Brianna Puente. All of those happened in about a 3-minute stretch, and then Puente, just before the half or late in the first half, scored her second of the day. And that's where we're at right now. It's 4-0. Thanks for hanging out with us. We got about an hour late start to this one. Those of you who've been with us here tonight, we do appreciate it. And please tell your friends. Spread the word. And be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Looks like the starters are back in. As you see, Cedar Valley White facing some pressure and putting on the pressure on the defense, but defense able to hold off there for Southwestern Adventist. The defense has done an okay job, again, except for that about 3-minute stretch where things just really fell off the rails for Southwestern Adventist. And when you have a junior college program in town, sometimes that's all you need is about a 3-minute stretch there. So Knight short-handed. There was an injury in the first half, and I'm kind of just checking who's out on the field right now for the Lady Knights to see if everybody's who started is back out there. Chelsea Monroy going to be called for a foul there. Start of 3 straight at home for Southwestern Adventist. We'll see them again on Thursday, a couple days from now. They'll take on Paul Quinn College, a fellow USCAA program, Paul Quinn. They were in the NAIA, and all of the initial research that I've done on Paul Quinn leads me to believe that is no longer the case, that they have left the NAIA, Paul Quinn. They were in that Red River Conference alongside the likes of Bacone and a few other schools in that region there, Oklahoma area, and of course, Upper Texas. Throw up coming, Southwestern Adventist. More of the possession here at the start of this second half. Ooh, that's got to be a foul. Is there no whistle there? Is there no foul? I know they stopped the whistle because Monroy is shaken up, but was there no... Is there no call there? Well, we didn't get the replay on it, but... So Monroy appears to be okay, but what was the call? No call. Wow. Somebody, I can't remember who the coach was. I think it was in the NCAA national tournament that I called a few years ago. I was talking to one of the yeah, it was the Providence College coach. Providence College from Canada was playing in that tournament. Ooh, nice ball there. Trouble here, but shot right at Kesters. Nice save by Hannah. Anyways, the Providence College, they play in a conference in Canada, and then they come down here when they win their region, for the national tournament. And I said, asked them what the difference is between women's soccer in Canada and women's soccer here, expecting to have a debate about talent and things like that. And really what he told me is the officiating. They let a lot more go here in the States. You can be much more physical, at least in the women's game, in the United States compared to Canada. And that was kind of an example of it there. Navarra is able to clear. It's going to be a throw for Birdsong over on the far side of your screen. Actually, she gives way. It'll be Carrillo who will throw it in. About the 6th minute in here in this second half. Estrada has made her debut today in the second game, as we see her clear it. Now trying to hold off a defender. It's going to be an attacking player, and the shot goes wide right. Goal kick to come. We've seen Estrada take most of those. So the ladies will play today, and then Thursday, and then next week they'll play Monday and Wednesday. All at home, all here for you on YouTube. Tell your friends and family. Good run by White. Gets right past the defense. Right. Oh, blocked by Kesters. Nice save by Hannah. Still opportunity, though, but Lacey Birdsong, tough shot. That goes well out of play. Again, this is not Lexi Key, folks. Lexi Key, an All-American in her own right. But look at Hannah Kesters here. After White blows by the defense, Hannah makes a really nice save there. Back to live action now. Ball rolls back to the defense. White has been a ball of energy. Mohair has a goal. She's on the ball right now. I think Zamudia tried to go back heel there. Able to stay on the ball. Low cross into the box. Hannah's got it. Again, push down there, no call. Carrillo with a nice run. Carrillo. Ball into the box. Two defenders colliding and colluding the keeper, and the ball into the back of the net. Again, I have no 28 on my roster, so can't tell you who that is for the Suns. But I can tell you she got a goal. And it's 5-0 for Cedar Valley. So Cedar Valley, who suffered a rare loss to the Lady Knights last year, 6-1. Chelsea Monroy had a hat trick in that game, is having a much better 2022 under the second-year coach, John Antonese. I hope I got his name right. I tried to talk to him yesterday to get the pronunciation, and he didn't want anything to do with me, so hopefully I got that close. We'll just call him John. Why not? Second year, and as I mentioned, he brought just one player back, Andrea Renales, who was the other name I was going to check on yesterday, and that didn't happen either. But already picking up a win after going winless in his first year, and well on their way to a 2-3 record. Birdsong fires it in. It's cleared away on the near side. So a throw to come here for Cedar Valley, who's keeping the pressure on. Foul called there, I believe, on the Suns. That's going to send it to... That attack is over now. Here's again a look at the broadcast schedule coming up here for you. We got a lot going on in the next week or so. A lot of soccer, especially. A couple of double headers. Again, it's taken away by White. White, low ball into the box, Birdsong, extra pass, and that shot is wide to the left of the net. There are a couple things here that I'm seeing for the Knights that are a bit concerning. And we've made some excuses for them, some justified excuses. The recruitment opportunities weren't there. A late start for the coach, so you've got a shorter roster. A couple players are still out. We're waiting on them to come back, yada, yada, yada. But a couple of things that I'm seeing, the lack of communication. The reason why Calissa White has been able to get around so many defenders is partly because there's just no communication. And you kind of see it right there. Another goal. Check on the number. I want to say it's Morales, but let me double check that. Real tough to see. The camera's not moving with her, so I missed it. Let me let's run this back, and I'll kind of continue on with my point here. The spacing, already taken quickly. Was that no goal? I don't think they called that a goal. Maybe offside flag was up. Again, we didn't see the official make a signal, but we didn't have him in our camera view. So let's run this back real quick while we have a throw here. I don't think that would be offside.
Good run by White. Gets right past the defense.
Oh, that's the wrong replay. Yeah, that was the wrong replay. Well, what can I tell you? That's going to go out for a goal kick, but again, the communication between the defenders, the spacing on the field, these are things that are tactical. These are things that can improve. And when you're playing a junior college and you're an NCAA program, you don't expect to win these games. I mean, every athlete goes out there expecting to win, don't get me wrong. But realistically, you understand that the challenges ahead of you are pretty grand against an NJCAA program, some of which have a lot of D1 talent, even the D3 NJCAAs that don't give out athletic scholarships. Trust me, folks, they have plenty of D1 talent on those. So, again, you go in with those expectations in mind. But these little things, these are things that have to be corrected once you get into Monday, once you start to get into region play, because those will matter come tournament time. Remember, this Southwestern team trying to get back to the region championship game that they played in last year, falling to Arlington in that one. And you've got Randall, you've got Arlington, you've got Manhattan, all region opponents. It's those little things, if you can get corrected, that will benefit your team going forward. Playing these tough JUCOs, that's a builder too, a little bit, because it's the same reason why D1s will play like Southwestern Adventist, the champions. They typically play a lot of D1 programs in basketball, and get you ready for region play. So the competition, all of a sudden the game is not as fast as it once was, if you catch my drift. Estrada. Dixon. Rivera's been on the ball quite a bit. She's been battling with mohair. It's sent into the box, but Kester's is there. Here is Birdsong again, Lacey Birdsong. I would like to have known why that goal was disallowed. Ball in, they were looking for White again. Sanchez made a nice defensive play. Marquez holding off the attack as well here in this sequence. It has been all Cedar Valley from about the 10th minute on here in this one. Rivera. Ball headed forward. Mohair able to gather at center circle. Mohair played it short. Cleared momentarily by Puga. Now Zamudia will take a shot. Diving for it. Kesters makes the play. So let's take another look at Hannah making a nice, well, back to live action. We'll replay it if we can. Macias sends it forward, as does Mohair. Carrillo. And that's going to go out of play for a Southwestern Adventist throw. Thursday, I mentioned Paul Quinn. First doubleheader we'll have for you, 6 p.m. for the ladies, 8 p.m. for the dudes. Cedar Valley, I mentioned they were winless last year. They did have a draw. There's been a draw in this series, too. I went back as far as 2016, and that was when Southwestern Adventist got a draw. It was 2-2. Free kick to come here for White. That's short. Birdsong trying to get there. Defense able to clear. Another throw to come here for Cedar Valley. And I think we might have some subs coming in, and that has us held up. So a couple subs coming in. Puente with the throw. Chelsea Monroy clears it. We saw Monroy play a little defense in the last game. Chasing it down or trying to chase it down was Rivera, but defense able to gather in time. White now putting on the moves. Nice ball by White, but Kesters will get there. So just a little too far forward there on that through ball by Calissa Wright. That's what we've seen against Southwestern Adventist so far in 2 games now. Just a lot of through ball action. We haven't seen much in the air on the passes from either Eastfield or now Cedar Valley. Another low one. Puente. Pass blocked by Kesters. She'll gather on the shot attempt. (5-0) one here in the second half for Cedar Valley. Zamudia. Monroy. Boy, Monroy's just getting knocked down with no calls, and she's getting no help here tonight. Ball sent forward, trying to chase it down. Rivera. Cortina is there for Cedar Valley, one of the center backs. Ball into the box, but Hannah Kesters gets there. The wind in the first half was whipping pretty good and it was kind of coming in at the screen. Touch on it for Dixon, getting there Roman for Southwestern. Now, Lacey Birdsong. And a throw to come here for the Suns. These two teams met last year, and Southwestern and Venice won at 6-1, opposite so far this year. And they played twice in 2018. The Suns won that, the first meeting 9-0 at home, won 4-0 here in Keene. 2017, they played just once. The Suns won that 6-0. Then in 2016, Suns won at 7-0 at home, 2-2 draw here in Keene. So the home has helped the Knights in this series, but this has been a series that typically Cedar Valley has had control of. Ball into the box. Kesters gets there again to make the play. I've got us in about the 65th minute. Again, all times approximate. White sends it far side. Ball into Carrillo. Defense is there again for Southwestern and Venice to clear it away, but here's Cortina. White again. Zamudia into the box. Puente. Top of the box, it's White from the half circle. Getting a foot on it was Sanchez, and nice defense by her. A free kick to come here for the Lady Knights. So, region play begins later this week for Cedar Valley. The Suns in the NJCAA Division 3. Kind of talked about it a little bit, but to kind of rehash the conversation if you weren't with us for our first game. The NJCAA works the same as the NCAA. It's Division 1, 2, and 3. The difference is in junior college, you can have different programs within one college in different divisions. So you can have a basketball team D1, a women's basketball team D2, a men's soccer team D3, and a women's soccer team D2, and then a volleyball team D1. Isn't that goofy? But it's all about the availability of scholarships, and that's a really interesting thing. Throw to come here for the Knights. Gotten some more subs coming in, and I'll try to keep you abreast of that information as well as we play on here tonight. A throw now for Estrada. Ornalis has returned. I mentioned her in the first half, the lone returner for Cedar Valley. As Coach John did a lot of recruiting in the offseason in his second year. I'm sure Tristan Olvera might be reaching out to him for some advice. We mentioned Tristan getting a late start, so the roster a little bit smaller than what you would typically see. Estrada trying to hold off. Now White with the ball into the box. Nasty move there by Monroy. So they did move Monroy into that back line again, much like we saw against Eastfield in that second half, where we saw Monroy in the center back position. I don't anticipate you're going to see that on a regular basis. But we have seen it here in these first two. Cortino to throw it in. White now. Oh, another beautiful ball, but Puente was just a shade off there. I love me a good through ball. It is a thing of beauty. So Estrada will take the free kick. Right to White. Sanchez chases it down, though, for the Knights. We were 88 degrees and sunny at the start of this one. It's been clear skies. You can kind of see a couple stars starting to come out. We've dropped 7 degrees, though, as the sun has gone down. It's 81 degrees now here tonight, Keene, Texas. Knights trying to get on the attack here. Is it going to roll to Rivera? Let's see what she could do. Not much happening there. Nalis sends it forward. And that one just cleared away as Puente was putting more pressure on. It's been Puente, it's been White. Mohair is not currently in, I don't believe, but she's done a lot of damage on the ball as well. Puente sends it in. White sidesteps 2 defenders, throws a shot low for Kesters, who makes a play on it. Got a foul called. Might be a jersey pull or something there. I don't know. Monroy got wiped out twice. There was no call there. You can't tug on the jersey, though. So another free kick for Estrada, this time center circle for her. Can we get a goal here? How about that for the quote-unquote goal of the rest of this game? See if the Knights can put one in the back of the net. Nice ball in, and I think that's an inadvertent handball there. So now here's the best chance of the night so far. Monroy's going to take it against Lawson McConnell, the keeper. We haven't talked about Lawson much. And a 3-woman wall, it looks like it's going to be for the Suns. Southwestern Adventist yet to get on the board this season. Let's see if fortunes can change here off the boot of Chelsea Monroy. So they back the wall way up now. Monroy to the left. Oh, just wide to the left. We saw a heading effort in the first game for Chelsea off of a corner kick against Eastfield that was just slightly wide right of the post. And we'll take another peek at this free kick here. And yeah, just a bit out. Or I think she would have had it. I don't think McConnell was going to get there in time. Don't forget, folks, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell your friends and family. Brand new home of Southwestern University athletics. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. We will start here with soccer in September. We will end in February with basketball. Ball into the box again, a play for McConnell. So some signs of life here for the Lady Knights. I kind of talked about the body language late in that first half, and it's good to see. This is what you want to see if you're Tristan Olvera. He understands the task ahead. He understands this is a shorthanded team. But what you want to see is the team still competing regardless of the score against these tougher JUCO programs. And that's kind of what we're seeing here in this late here in the second half. I've got the 75th minute. I have not stopped the stopwatch here at the studio, and I know we've had a couple of stoppages. So that's likely off by a few minutes, but Monroy hit it wide to the left again that time. But you always want to see, you don't want to see the quit. You want to see, as a coach, regardless of the score, team's got to give it all. There's always little adjustments that you can make to change your fortunes. Monroy looking for Rivera. There's Mohair. We haven't talked about her much here in the second half, but she's had a great game for Cedar Valley. Estrada. Ball by White. Running it down. I believe that's Puente. It is. One-on-one with Kesters. Blocked by Kesters. Puente, though, stays with it and scores. She's got a hat trick here today. And Cedar Valley's got a 6-0 advantage. Well, a great effort there by Kesters on the first try, but not quite able to get it out of range enough here as you see that block, and then calm nerves there for Puente, who is up to 5 goals in 5 games now for her side, and the Cedar Valley Suns lead at 6-0. Cedar Valley is going to go to 2-3. Second year for Coach John. He's got some NAA experience, I believe. Oh, we got a buffer again, folks. I'm going to stop the commentary here for a moment and straighten this out, and we'll be right back. Got it back on my own. Again, folks, they are streaming on a hotspot there at the stadium, and from time to time that might happen, but usually it's just a couple seconds that it's off, and then we'll get it right back. There shouldn't be any major issues. Boy, Puente again. Puente, 2 defenders come. It was Estrada getting their second, and okay, it looks like the internet straightened itself out here. Cortina now for Cedar Valley. And that ball's going to go off Ornelas. We're going to get a throw now. A couple more subs. That should be it for today for White and Puente. 4 goals combined. A hat trick for Brianna Puente as she goes to the bench. Calissa White also has a goal, I believe an assist. They'll move Mohair back up in a striker position. Mohair ball into the box. Ornelas. Kesters comes out, couldn't get it. Ornelas being held off by the defense, but It's cleared to another attacking player over on the far side for another goal, and it's 7-zip. Couldn't quite see the jersey number. There's a couple jerseys for the Suns that I don't have on the roster. Let's double check this. Now, I'm not going to see it. I've got a tiny little screen here on the replay, but either way, 7-0 in favor of Cedar Valley here tonight. It's been all Suns. Well, there's no 28. I looked at the Cedar Valley. I was pulling up their website. They have no 28 on their roster. Boy, it never fails to amaze me, junior colleges where you're trying to get players video in front of coaches, and here's a great opportunity with the live stream and commentary, and they got the jersey numbers wrong. We have an injury timeout. We will step aside. It's Cedar Valley's night tonight, 7-0. We'll take a quick break here. That's me, Chris Shima. Glad to be with you. So back to live action. Cedar Valley players shaking up. Couldn't quite see the jersey number, so apologize if you're a Suns fan wanting to know. I can't help you. Cedar Valley keeping the pressure on. Mohair gives it a run, gets by the defense again, and that's way too easy. 8-0. Mohair scores her second of the night. And you can kind of see the frustration setting in on that back line for Southwestern Adventist. Mohair up to 3 goals on the season, 2 here tonight. I believe she has an assist as well. I know White has at least 1 assist. Brianna Puente with a hat trick. Our mystery players have scored a couple goals for Cedar Valley. Boy, you hate this. Ladies and gentlemen, I was on a soccer team that was so bad. This was high school, freshman year. It was one of those summer travel soccer teams, and I was on a soccer team so bad that the coach quit on us. We went to practice, he wasn't there. We called him, he didn't pick up. He just disappeared. He had enough. Chelsea Monroy trying to change fortunes here, but the defense again able to hold off, and McConnell gets on the ball. But I've been a part of a lot of these games, and I'll never forget, and I don't know what made me think at 5'5" that I was prepared to and had never done it before, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to tell the coach it's 7-8-0, much like tonight. I'm just going to, you know what, coach, put me in front of the net. Give me a try. I think I could do it. What an ego I had at 14 years old to think that. Well, it didn't go well. There was about 4 or 5 goals scored in the first 2 minutes of me being in front of the net. And then, my teammates didn't like it. We didn't get along anyways. So they were griping, and we were griping, and oh man, I'll never forget that. It's funny how you remember things like that. But anyways, I know that feeling. I know the feeling on the players right now, and I hated that feeling, and I knew we were bad. There's a difference between this is a Southwestern Adventist team that's playing a team that's levels above its competition. Okay, we weren't doing that. We were playing people who were supposed to be our equals. So there's a little bit of a difference here. If I'm playing in this kind of game, maybe I'm not feeling so bad. But anytime you see an 8 against a 0, oh, it just. I can already tell just by the language of Chelsea Monroy that she's somebody who, like me, when she's 40 years old is going to be telling that story about 8-0. It's just it's tough. But the ladies have an opportunity here a couple days from now, assuming Tristan doesn't do what my coach does and just says I'm gone. He wouldn't do that. Nobody but this guy. Trust me, our coach was not, a superstar, to be polite. Zamudia, she's going to put it in for her first, and it's 9-0 now. And it'll be over soon, folks. That's about all I can tell you. Zamudio, that's her first of the season. Hey, maybe there's some Suns fans out there. I saw them promoting the broadcast, so keep it positive for y'all who might be out there. But Knights fans are having a rough night. Let's take another look at it here. The center back positions are going to have to improve. Again, it's always hard to gauge when you're playing, like I said moments ago, several steps above you in athletic competition. It's always hard to tell, but the center back positions are going to need to get better if this team's going to contend in the Southwest region. Got another free kick opportunity for Estrada here. Is that going to be cleared behind? I think it will, so we might have a corner kick here. If the camera guy will move so that we can see who's taking the corner, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? I think they have checked out. I think the camera people have checked out. No, they've woken up. So I couldn't see who took the corner, but I do know it was cleared behind, so I think we're going to do it again here. And again, this is an opportunity. Look, Lady Knights get a goal. They get something, a momentum builder coming up on Thursday. You're right back at it. That's the great thing when you have a night like this and you've got that quick turnaround. Usually it motivates you. We're not getting that angle there, so I can't tell you what's happening, but it seems like Cedar Valley keeps clearing it behind, so we're going to take our third straight corner here. And that time the corner kick is going to be short of the post and out of play. Was it touched? It was not, so it will be a goal kick. I know why I wanted to play goalie. Because this girl I liked came to see me play. That's why. Now I remember. I was trying to think, why did I want to be in goal? I had no business being in goal, but I was trying to impress the ladies at 14. I couldn't do it at 14. I definitely can't do it at 40. So we've seen today for the Suns a hat trick for Brianna Puente, 2 goals by Mohair, 2 goals by a mystery person who's not on my roster sheet. Zamudio has a goal. She's looking for an assist here. It's going to be cleared out. Calissa White also scoring a goal. That's going to be into the net. Is it offside, though? It was Lacey Birdsong who took the hit and then cleared up over on that far side. And I'm not sure if they allowed it. I don't think they did. So no goal there. By the way, to put a wrap on the story, obviously, my disaster in front of the net as keeper of the worst under 15 soccer team in Cleveland, Ohio history. It didn't impress the girl I was trying to impress. It did not. I played soccer for 14 years, and that game is honestly the only one that stands out in my brain. I can't remember many others. It was just, I think it was just the absurdity of the coach just quitting on a bunch of kids. I mean, come on. We were bad. We weren't that bad. Is the offside flag down? No. It is up. So Lacey Birdsong trying to go 1-2 there. Couldn't quite come up with it, or couldn't quite stay on side, I should say, and we'll have another free kick here. We should be fairly late in this one, folks. All Cedar Valley here tonight. Credit the Suns. Things are looking up for them. Getting 2 wins now already in their first 5 games after not winning once last year. Bringing in a whole new set of players. Fortunes are changing. And the sun is going to come out a little bit brighter for Cedar Valley as they look ahead to Region 5 play coming up. We've been kind of alluding to it. Southwestern Adventist will play again on Thursday. But after that, on Monday, Manhattan Christian is the first Southwest Region opponent. Estrada, I believe, cleared it, so it's going to be a corner kick now for Cedar Valley late in this second half. All Suns here tonight, 9-0. Opportunity for more. Well, we have an opportunity for a counter attack off that corner kick now. It was Roman trying to go against the entire back line there. That ball sent forward. Condeas trying to get on it. Ball into the box, and again, Gesters will make the play. Estrada trying to send it forward. Cleared out by the defense. That was Macias. Player down for the Knights. That was Roman, or excuse me, that was Rivera. Estrada to throw it in for the Lady Knights. That's going to go off Ornalis. Estrada throw taken back by Macias. Forward by Roman. And McConnell will make a play on it. Time winding down here in this second half. Long ball trying to run it down. Zamudia, but Kester's top of the box gets on it. The officials have the time on, and that will do it. So the officials, I was just getting to say, it was about time they blew the whistle, and they did. 9-0 in favor of Cedar Valley, a hat trick for Brianna Puente. 2 goals for Michaela Mohair. And congratulations to the Suns, who are now 2-3. Southwestern Adventist, they fall to 0-2. We'll be back with you on Thursday for our first soccer doubleheader against Paul Quinn College. The ladies will be first at 6 p.m. Again, that will be on Thursday. Once again, your final, it's 9-0 in favor of Cedar Valley.